Hey guys, the Commander Casual. We're going to be playing a game with our Vial Smasher and Sidar Kondo Munchkins deck. We're playing against Karona the False God. This could be 5-color just about anything. Could be some kind of 5-color tribe thing. Could be 5-color gods. We're going to play our Jungle Shrine here. And then pass turn. We're playing against Breya, Ethereum Shaper, which is almost always an artifact deck. I'm hoping this is like a goofy Thopter tribal deck because I'd like to build one of those decks as well, but I'm not so sure about that. And then this is a Gonti Lord of Luxury deck. So this is usually just like a value black deck that uses Gonti's ability to also get some extra cards out of other people's decks for value. So Olive Fountain for the Spray and a Vivid Marsh for the Karona. We kept this hand just because we have 3 lands and we're mostly on color. So we got a Jungle Shrine, a Forest, and a Swamp. We can play Vial Smasher turn 3, and if we draw another land, we can play Sidar on turn 4, which is pretty ideal. I think we Legion's landing here. Might as well. Oh, and we can Vampiric Rites. And if we want to next turn, we can sack the Vampire and draw a card and gain a life. Yeah, I like that. That's good. So we're going to play that Swamp. Sorry if my voice is a little crackly. I might be coughing and clearing my throat a little bit. I just went and did a bunch of running for training. And I am not as in of good shape as I thought I was. Who has the best stuff? Asking for a friend. That's the Gonti deck. So for those that don't know, we enter this battlefield. You get to look at the top 4 cards of an opponent's library, and then you can exile one of those face down, and you can cast it, paying any mana for colors, as long as you control Gonti, I believe. Oh no, just as long as it's exiled. So this guy's asking, basically, whose deck he should exile. I think next turn we play Vial Smasher. But we could, I don't know, we could sack the Vampire just to draw an extra card, and I kind of like that. But I also want to turn on Legion's Landing because it'll give us an extra land, and then we can also make vampires. Playing our Runetown next turn might also be a good idea. Or Mentor. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of 3-drops in this deck. Like a ton of them. Define Best. Filthy Casual. Man after our own heart. Or woman after our own heart. Or trans, or whatever they identify as, I guess. Define stuff. Define. I just want to be part of it. I hope I'm funny. So we're going to play Forest. And yeah, I think we just play Vial Smasher. Start throwing some damage at people. Because that card's so good. So good. I see we're going to get along wonderfully. This is going to be a fun game. I like people that like to goof around. And this name appeals to me because we are the Commander Casual. We are very much a casual player ourselves. This guy's hopefully a casual player as well. And then Gonti's usually a pretty fun mono black commander. There's a lot grosser choices, and Breya can be a really strong deck. But we're gonna attack this Breya. But you never know. I mean, starting off with a Skull Clamp, and like he's running some pretty strong lands just at his mana base. So this could be a pretty gross deck. So if we have an option to put damage somewhere, we're probably gonna put it towards Breya. Breya is also just a really strong control commander. And like, yeah, so there's a lot of really good, there's a strong mana base in this deck, and that worries me a little bit. So yeah, Goblin Welder, that's a big one. Oh, he's just gonna Skull Clamp it to draw some cards. I still don't trust him. Not to be trusted. This is turn 3, so If he didn't hit a land there, that's a bummer for him. Oh, he didn't. That's rough. That's pretty brutal. That's why we like to play green. Because green gives us ramp, even though we have no ramp, and this is just what we have for the time being. But I think, I don't know, I want to Vampiric Rites next turn if we don't draw a land, because I want to keep our lands going. But at the same time, I want to turn on this Legion's Landing, because this is a land. So Alara is broken no more. Shard Convergence. I love the art on this card. Super cool. Reveal all those cards and put them in your hand. Crazy. Oh, it's his Exile Zone. Reveal. Cryptghast for this guy. That's pretty strong. So we're not really going to worry about this Breya until they discarded Illusionist Bracers as well. We're not going to worry about this Breya very much, just because they're kind of behind for the time being. And then this guy is ramping pretty hard. Mono Black does that pretty well. So we're going to get a wonderfully neat card. What's he referring to? Shard Convergence? Afara. Oh, it's the God deck! It's the God deck! That makes me so happy. So I guess we attack. We'll send Vial Smasher, this guy, and the Vampire at Filthy Casual. Spread the damage around. This isn't really the deck that just sits back on offense, so we might as well put some work in. Anger's kind of a nice combo with Vampiric Rites, because I can just put it in my graveyard. We could, other alternatives, we could play Mentor, and then try and draw cards off that later. I think we're going to Vampiric Rites. We got a land. No punish. Sweet. I will take that. Sphere of Suns. Sphere of the Suns. I can read. Leave me alone. Does it enter tapped? Tapped, okay. And then you can remove a counter to add mana. That's not a great card. So, that's kind of strange. Like, I'd run a Fell War Stone over that. So we're going to get a wonderfully neat card. I'd also run a Mind Stone over it, even though it doesn't tap for color. Still run a Mind Stone over that. Cabal Coffers. So he's just got all the mana. We're going to play Gonti here. Dousing Dagger. So there's just even more mana. That's unfortunate. He's going to be able to equip and attack someone here, which is probably going to be us, and then he'll get to flip it. That's why we, I guess, should have kept something back on defense, but screw it. Because we wouldn't have blocked with our Vial Smasher, and we needed to sack the Vampire for Vampiric Rites. We play Anger next turn. And then the turn after that we can sack it if we want to. I like that. Or we can play a Runetail. Just get that out there. Although we got lots of health. Wait, it didn't even attack me. Attack this guy. Thanks, man. Neat card. Oh, thanks. Aw. Sad times. just noticed he's filthy casual and not filthy casual. I'm pretty confident that this is the God deck, which is awesome. Oh yeah, these are the cards you revealed. I like running, not necessarily, like Korona's cool, and Korona definitely works for the God deck, but I like running Child of Alara for the God deck, because then you can let Child of Alara die and it blows up everything except all your gods, because they're all indestructible. I've done the God deck, the 5-color God enchantment deck. It's really fun, but it's definitely like a late game deck. Like, it can actually be pretty strong late game, just because you get all the effects of all the gods, but it's not immediately great. Right, we don't know what he exiled. Ruin Raider. Yes, if you attack with a creature's turn, reveal the top card of your life, put that card in your hand, you lose life. Okay, so it's like a Dark Confidant with Raid. That's also a pirate and an orc. Neato. We reveal the swamp. Okay. Yeah, Oketra. It's definitely the God deck. Nomad Outpost. Really happy to draw lands. I play Anger. We're gonna play Anger. There we go. I don't know what it's been with, but so you are full on God Tribal. How well does that work? Terribly. It's only my fun deck. I can't attack or block, right? Do we poke Danny Boy? Do we attack Filthy? Flithy? He can't attack with, or block with a catcher yet. I don't want him to be able to. Works better when I use Child as, yeah. Child of Alara, I think he means as commander. I've done that deck in paper. I usually run Child. Yeah, so just like for the reasons that I just stated, yeah, Indestructible becomes pretty nice with board wipes. Yeah, so you like that's the God deck is the main thing, is like usually you run some enchantment support because all the gods are enchantments. So like you run Zur the Enchanter because he can tutor up I think 3 of the gods. You can get Athreos, Thassa, and Varika because they're all 3-drops. And then you can also just get other enchantment support. Like maybe like I think it's Sterling Grove is the green-white thing that gives all your enchantment shroud, and you can sack it to tutor for 1. Anyway, he really helps with enchantment support for the little, like the lower end stuff. And then yeah, you just run a ton of board wipes and a ton of enchantments and stuff like that, and you basically like it's a pillow fort deck with the gods, and then eventually when you've played enough permanents, they all have enough devotion that you can smash in with a bunch of big indestructible dudes, which is it's pretty fun. Honestly, it's but the guy's right. It's not that strong of a deck. Is he attacking? Well, I guess he's. Oh, I guess he still gets the trigger. I was like, what's the point of doing this on a legendary? But he gets a bunch of triggers. Who's he attacking? Oh. Yeah, so for those that don't know what Myriad is, it's a multiplayer mechanic. It's basically like you attack a creature and you get a token of whatever creature has Myriad, attacking each other player. Anyway, so because it's a legendary, he has to sack the other ones right away, but he still gets the triggered abilities from them entering the battlefield. So I think he's just doing it to everyone. But I don't think we get to see what it is that he exiles, which is unfortunate. I wonder if I play our Mentor next turn. Could also play Grenza next turn. He's cool. Yeah, so X out a card from us. He might play it here. Oh, he's attacking me? What a jerk. That's fine, we got lots of health. Yeah, so Blade of Selves came out with the 2016? or 2015 Commander product. Anyway, it just gives a creature Myriad, which is that ability that makes it so whenever you attack, you get tokens attacking each player. Gotta play fair. There's now 3 cards down. Yeah, we can't do anything about it, so we'll take it. We're gonna keep this Martial Coup. We don't want to cast it for anything less than 5. This is our board wipe. Not our only one, but one of our only ones. We've also got like Dusk and Dawn in here. Also, the X spells combo really well with Vial Smasher because you just dump a ton of mana into it, and it does the mana symbols plus the X in damage if it's your first spell that turn. Is he extorting it too? I don't think that's our Solemn. No, it's not. That was the Breya's. And he hasn't played this guy's. Of course, we could just check who the owned by is on it. But that's too easy. I kind of want to play Mentor of the Meek so that we can start drawing cards too. So maybe we do that. Oh, we just ran out Sidar. This guy's gonna cultivate, land fix a bit. Academy Rector. Search your library for an enchantment card, put it on the battlefield and shuffle your library. Yeah, that's another good way to tutor out a god. Or, what is it, like a Maelstrom Nexus or something? It's probably in that deck. I run that in my 5-color enchantments god deck. Had your fill of the gods. Gotta play fair. There's no. So now we're taking some crackback. Heh, crackback. Because it sounds like we're talking about blood cracks. Aegis of the Gods. It's a neat card. So maybe we play Runetail and Aegis. And then sit. Okay with that. Let's do that. We want to get the Runetail before we lose too much life, so because otherwise it just won't work. He's just a 2/2 for 3 if we don't play him while we still have life. Okay, quite the blocking squad now. We're gonna pass the turn for now. Can always sack Anger to Vampiric Rites whenever we need to, so. Sculpting Steel. And he's gonna make a Darksteel Ingot. Probably because he's just struggling right now. Yeah. Darksteel Ingot. Not hugely surprising. Yeah. He's just having a rough go. Not Soul Ring. Yeah, actually could have copied the Soul Ring, I think. Sculpting Steel lets you copy any artifact, right? Any artifact on the battlefield. Yeah, Soul Ring might have been the better choice. But this does give him colored mana. So. Listening to the 90s hip-hop playlist on Spotify, and I'm not disappointed. So he's got 2 Cabal Coffers now. That's great. And a Lost Veil. And Cryptcast. I like that he's definitely playing like more of a casual card in a mono-black deck. But I find this is kind of the thing with black decks, is they just all generate a bajillion black mana if you just leave them to. and then like just about always cast like a massive torment of hailfire at some point. Then that's how they win. That guy doesn't have an Urborg yet, because that's just going to give him even more, but he'll get one eventually, I'm sure. I'm not sure we have an Urborg in this deck, but we might. Okay, so he's exiling those two guys. He clearly is not very satisfied with our card. He's probably attacking this guy again just so they can get in for free. Oh, I guess we have hexproof, so I don't think he can't target us anymore with Gonti. I forgot about that. Who's he attacking? Yeah, he's attacking this guy. Because he doesn't want to be able to jump Academy Rector. If Academy Rector attacks us, we're just letting it straight through. Yeah, we're okay with that happening. Yeah, then he exiles that's the trigger for the 2 tokens, not the actual card. That's what Myriad does. It exiles the tokens afterwards. I should have mentioned that. Otherwise that card would be ridiculous. It's already really good, but it would be even more ridiculous. I'm tired. Practice made me tired. For those that might be curious, while I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, I also play rugby. And it is a very physically demanding sport. Tons of fun. Definitely recommend getting into it if you have the opportunity to. But so this guy's playing Child of Alara. Or is this guy playing Child of Alara? This guy's playing Child of Alara. Gross. Oh yes. Oh baby, yes please. Sorry, lagging a bit. Yeah, this guy wants the child to go off because he loses a Soul Ring, the plants, and the Academy Rector, but then he gets to go get another god with Academy Rector if this dies, so. Well, cut it out. Duh. Got him. We're lagging though too, because that duh took way too long to actually send. Maybe everybody's internet's bad. You never know. So I'm probably not enunciating very much. I'll try and do better about that. Okay, so he played his child. It's not as fun to do when we're lagging because it doesn't always show up properly. It's a nice essence you have there, Runetail. Yeah, you get the raid trigger. What was it? Another swamp. Ah! Oh! Gaining his life back. And I've drawn nothing but lands of off-road Raider. This is great. It's probably the double Cabal covers that's making him lag. See, we run an Avalanche Rider in here for stuff like this. Even though, like, I'm not a huge fan of land destruction, but it's definitely, like, makes a difference. Mostly, like, not even just for, like, a bunch of lands, but mostly just for, like, Urborgs and Cabal coffers. There's a couple other lands, though, that are, like, really big deals. Like Kessig Wolf Run, that card just wins games. Alchemist Refuge, as well. Actually, all those, that cycle of the allied, like, you have to pay allied colors to activate their ability. They tap for neutral, but they're like the original Innistrad block ones. All those lands are really strong. Gavany Township is the one that puts, it's the green-white one, it puts counters on all your stuff. Yeah, Kessig Wolfrun is the Gruul one. And you can pump a creature and give it trample. Alchemist Refuge lets you play things with flash that turn. There's another one I'm forgetting. There's a red-white one as well that I think gives a creature like vigilance and haste and like +2/+0. But they're all really good, and those are the kind of cards that I want to destroy, along with Cabal Coffers or this, Lost Veil or any of the like Ixalan flip cards now, the Ixalan land flippers, like Primal Amulet as well, like all the artifacts that flip into lands too. Lost Veil being one of them. Please don't trade. Please don't trade with the child. Okay, he's just gonna block with the Solemn. So he gets to draw a card. That's actually better for us, because if he like abused Myriad with Solemn Simulacrum is ridiculous. Like this, because he gets to, when he attacks, he gets 3 Solemns. So he gets 2 more, we get 2 tokens, so he gets 2 more, or 3 more tokens. Sorry. No, he'd get 3 tokens. No, just 2. What am I talking about? Sorry, it's not for each player. He would get 2 tokens, because he'd be attacking a player, and then he gets the other 2 players he wasn't attacking. You may sacrifice a creature. Do we want to sack the Anger here? Screw it, yeah, let's sack the Anger. Sapling of Kolfanor. We've been invited to play Dota 2. Playing Magic. Maybe later. My Steam isn't open. Why am I getting notifications? Yeah, whatever. Could play Sidar and attack if we want. Could play Sapling, start drawing cards. We could also flip our Adonto if we attack. Lots of choices. We could Martial Coup. I kind of like that now, actually, because we're not going to be able to... We don't want to board wipe. So... Yeah, let's do that. And then we can have more stuff to sack if we need. Sorry for those that disagree with this, but it's my deck and I want to do this. We're also going to get to throw 5 damage at someone's face, which is nice. Oh, also we can Eternal Witness it back. So if any of you are naysayers, then stop saying nay, because we can do this. Oh, we don't control a mountain. I forgot about that. That's my bad. I draw nothing but lands. Non-rune rate. Yeah, we know that. It's great, isn't it? Maybe we just attack you to see how great it really is. Yeah, we don't want to give this other guy the chance to draw, but we are going to attack, so... And then we'll leave the soldiers to block with. Did we really hit... I think we hit this Danny Boy guy with the spell... Or the Vial Smasher. Does it... It doesn't say who it hits. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. That's the combat damage it's talking about. Because it did 5 damage. It wouldn't have done 2. We tagged them all with our commander. Got him. I'm wearing a hoodie and I think it might be rubbing against my mic, so sorry if that's making noise. Poor Danny Boy. Pipes are calling Danny Boy. That must be a reference to something and I don't get it. Clever Impersonator. Copying. Child. He just wants a big dude, and he's okay with the board being wiped because he's got some indestructible stuff. He should really equip this skull clamp. There he does. He knows what's up. Okay, so I think we're gonna hold off on playing stuff for now because we don't want to get mad board wiped. If other stuff happens, we'll just leave some mana up and we can Vampiric Rites, draw cards. Man, he's just having a rough go of things. Because he had to take 2 from Mogus. Cause he, actually, yeah, he would, because he couldn't sack a creature. I'd really like to draw a mountain. So that anger actually works. That'd be awesome. I completely forgot that you have to have a basic of whatever the color of this cycle of cards is, like Brawn and Wonder too. Yeah, so he's gonna myriad it up and do stuff. Can't target us still because we've got our Aegis of the Gods. You stay away from our crap. I think it's super fun to play lots of cards that let you play other people's cards, like this Grenzo and Gonti and stuff like that. But when you're on the receiving end of it, it can trap you to get to lose to or be attacked by your own cards. Blatant Thievery sees a fair amount of play in my play group, and for those that don't know, it's like a 7-drop blue sorcery or instant or something, and it lets you gain control of a permanent from each player. So you can, you basically, we usually play in a group of 4, so you basically get 3 things. How did you make a dude? Oh, right, Catcher's active ability. Did you make dudes? If only she had 2 power, she'd be in here. It's too bad she's in a 2/6 with triple strike. It'd be funny if they brought that into the game. So it does an instance of damage, and then it does first strike damage, and then it does the regular instance of damage. Oh, is this Nate Dogg? Yes, we're listening to Regulate by Warren G and Nate Dogg. I mean, not me, but if you're watching, I recommend you put it on right now so you can feel what I'm feeling, because it's some quality. Because I don't want to put any music in my videos because copyrights. So I'm sorry if it's quiet, but you could easily put on music in the background of this and it would be fine. And everything explodes. That's unfortunate. We had a lot of things, and we wanted our Legion's Landing to not be a enchantment this turn. That's okay. I need to listen to this song more. Regulate by Nate Dogg and Warren G. Just so I can sing the lyrics, because gonna regulate, because it's hilarious and awesome. There's some really awesome hip-hop in the 90s. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm a huge fan of it and could name off the best of, because I really enjoy it, but I don't actually listen to it that often. But whenever I think to listen to it I always really enjoy it. Yeah, so you get a god that isn't a Farah. There it is. Wait, where'd Catcher go? Shouldn't they still have... What's her face? Where'd she go? least he doesn't have Crypt Gas, but he still has a crap ton of mana. Oh, there it is. Where'd it go? I'm not crazy, right? That wasn't on the board a second ago? Whatever. Maybe I'm crazy. They were just daft. That's a very valuable, or not valuable, very viable option. She remembers every spoken word from the hero's oath to the baby's cry. She should start creeping on people. It's weird. Oh no, I can start targeting us now because we don't have our Aegis of the Gods. Palace Siege. Oh, there's definitely a white X card that has Gideon on it that lets you return X creatures of power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. I just remembered that that's a thing, and it's not in our deck, and it needs to be. I think it's called Return to the Ranks. Let me check. Return to the... I'm typing on my other screen, for those that are confused. Return to the screens. No, return to the ranks. I'm losing my mind. There it is. Is he gonna Gonti me now? Because he can. Yes, he is. He can again, so he's gonna do it. Disgusting. No, I don't wanna. Just let me minimize this window. Discard. Return to the ranks. No, don't tell everybody. Well, I guess you can see my name, but whatever. I'm not all that much about being anonymous. Yeah, this is the card. Our next creature cards that convert mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. I need this, because it's also an X card, which means it combos with Thrasios. What happened to my grave? Jerk. We're exiling my graveyard. I was gonna say zombieing my graveyard. I was gonna play Karona. Is it so I can pump the squad? Let me again gain control of it next turn, though. Is that what he wants? Does he realize that? He's laying out the gods. He's got 3. Ha! Who's he attacking? I was gonna say she's not actually a god herself. She's just an avatar. I feel like Oracle text should change that, but I guess she's the false god, so she's not a real god. She's a cheater god. He's probably just going to block with Gonti here. If he doesn't, I'm going to smash him with Karona myself. He doesn't, that's okay. Karona's going to get in again for more damage. Does she give me haste too? Gains control of it. Attacks. No. Thought she might have given my creatures haste. But she does not. Cruel. Yeah, we'll always yield to that. Do we play our Mentor of the Meek and then start drawing cards? I think we do. Or we could replay Vial Smasher and start throwing more damage. I think we do that. Got him. Avatar. Go. Attack. Yeah. Now he's like, shit. I should have just blocked in the first place. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be getting attacked a whole bunch. He chose cons. The beginning of keep return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Ugh. Yucky. Go ahead and block Karona, it's fine. Then, do we sapling? That also draws us cards. Maybe we sapling. Yeah, I'm sapling. The card's neat. Yeah, we tapped it. Give me mana. Go. Activate. Boom. Her plans may yet bear fruit. Ah, it's a she. Ah, Biggie. You died too soon. So I work at a gym, and a buddy of mine just sent me a Snapchat of some guy passed out in the massage chairs in the gym because it's gonna close in 15 minutes, but the guy's like laying back, mouth open. It's just catching flies. It's great. Come on, Danny boy, don't DC on us. Danny? Come on, you and I have the same amount of mana now. And you have more access to colors. Let's see what you got, Danny. Help us defeat the global menace of goblins. 181. Oh, I have hiccups now. Probably got some tough calls to make. Memory plunder. Which one is he casting? Shard Convergence. Plains and Island, Swamp, Mountain. Put those cards in your hand, shelve your library. Alara is broken no more. I'm a huge fan of all of the Alara stuff. I think it's super cool. Hey, you can make land drops. Woohoo. He got lots in his hand now. So he's gonna play one, I assume. He got a basic. He's got like Badlands and I guess Drowned Catacombs is in the swamp. Vengeance is the echo of the victim's own crime. Grinch, Marrow Cutthroat. Got it. Thanks, Grinch. Appreciate it. Appreciate your contribution. God, he has so much mana. Taps Lost Veil for 3. Well, he'll get the Crypt Gas back next turn. So he taps Lost Veil for 3, activates the Cabal Coffers, gets 6, plus the 1 left over, so 7. Activates another Cabal Coffers, so he goes down to 5. And then adds 6, so he has 11. Then he plays the Crypt Gas with 4 of it, so he's got 7 left, and then he taps all those, and he gets 12. Ugh. So he has got like 19 mana, and that's with his Crypt Gas on the battlefield as well. That'd be like the most optimal way to tap, at least. If you don't know, now you know. Sorry, what song am I listening to now? Juicy by Biggie. Oh, and he's got another swamp, so add 2 to that total previously. He got a lot of mana. He got a lot. He also has a ton of cards in hand. The cool thing about Gonti is that it's kind of card advantage in that like you play other people's spells, so you can still retain the cards in your own hand. 'Cause he still has a couple exiled from this guy, and a couple exiled from this guy, and then he's got 2 exiled from us that he can play. The face down cards are the ones he's exiled with Gonti's ability, and those are the ones he can play. Oh no, you'd add not just 2 to that, you'd add 4 to it because it would tap. Or the extra swamp would add an extra 1 to each Cabal Coffer's tap. Oh good, an extra planar lens. I didn't fit that into my calculations. So now he gets even more. So each swap taps for 3. So he'd get 18 plus the 7, so 25. He's got 25 mana still in his pool. It's a bit. I think Gonti's died a couple times, so that'll probably cost him 8, but if it does cost him 8, he's still got 17 left over. Damn mental math skills, dough. I know it was pretty hard to keep up with because, you know, it's just such a talent. Ah, Dr. Pepper's delicious. Crackling Doom. Yeah, that's one of ours. And unfortunate. Yep. Yeah, we have to sack our sapling. Why couldn't he get something lame from our deck? Just kidding. There's nothing lame in our deck. Sword of Feast and Famine. That's not from our deck. I think that's one of this guy's. It isn't our other one. That's actually a pain because he just has those cards with some serious access. He's attacking. Yeah, he's attacking us. Attack that guy. No. This is annoying because it gives him protection from both of our commanders. Because one's green and one's black. Oh, and he gets to untap all of his lands. Sylvan Reclamation. That's not ours either. So we're not that it isn't a good card, but we're not running it in here. He's still got like 9 mana that he didn't use. What does he possibly have in his hand? Ugh. At least we can get our Crackling Doom now. I think we drop our Grenzo. Listening to Gin and Juice now. Snoop Dogg and Daz Dillinger. Or Dillinger. Think it's probably Dillinger. And then he's going to extort that as well. Yep. Gonti's a much better commander than I thought he was. Especially when you get all of the pieces you need to go off with mana without having to tutor for a single one of them. Like, he just needs a cage set now. And an Urborg. And then he's there. It could also have a Gauntlet of Power. So, adding those 3 that I mentioned, combining the ones that he has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. And he has 4 of them on the battlefield right now. He's gonna go get an artifact. What did he reveal? Cloudstone Curio. Or non-permanent enters the battlefield under your control. Non-artifact permanent enters the battlefield under your control. You may return another permanent you control that shares a permanent type with it to its owner's hand. Oh, okay, so I guess you can bounce Gonti. That's the idea. Getting a little tired. Oh, great. He has 1 billion mana and a Drana to murder anything with his 1 billion mana. It's time to check yourself before you wreck yourself. With Ice Cube. You guys can't tell because I don't have a webcam, but I'm dancing. Alrighty, let's see. Yes, he's gonna bounce Gonti. Played Gonti again. Exiled another card from Filthy Casual. Or Flithy Casual. Danny Boy's just having a rough go. If we draw a land, we can Crackling Doom next turn. Sorry, if we draw a basic, if we draw an untapped land, we can Eternal Witness and Crackling Doom, and I'll have to sack his agent or his other one. But I guess he can just play them all again next turn. We're kind of cornholed here. I don't know if that's an offensive term. If it is, I'm sorry. But we're messed here. I'll just wait for him to attack, I guess. He's got a lot of health too. Because he's just been drating us all with Extort on everything. Because he has so much extra mana. I think you should have to run Extort only in black and white decks. Just because technically Extort doesn't have the black and white mana symbol in it, but in the expanded text it does. Sorry, big yawns. So like the Extort itself doesn't have an inherent color identity, but I think it should, because it does kind of, because you have to play black or white for it. And it is like, oh, you can pay black or white, so it should be fine in a black or white deck. But I don't agree with that. Because I think it's because they use that. It doesn't say black or white. It says the black-white hybrid symbol, and you can't run those kinds of cards unless your commander has the identity of both the colors that are involved. So I'm sorry you played Breya, dude. You're gonna get Cackling Doomed at some point. Well, we're gonna wait until Goblins like attacks or something, but we can make him sacrifice his Drana if he pumps it at all. I'm just gonna always yield to this. We're gonna put our finger on the F2 key so that we can yield. Yield. It's the issue with the go wide decks is they sometimes have a hard time with board wipes. But this guy recovered very well from his because he had so much mana. And Power Siege helped him get Crypt Gas back. Oh, another yawn. It's not that late, but I am kind of tired. Read the bones. He's going to extort it again, I think. Danny Boy might die this turn, especially if we Crackling Doom. Yeah, he's not really worried about taking 2 damage or 2 life. And he gets to draw some cards. I have a hard time playing monocolored decks, usually. Because they limit you in what you can do for the most part relative to the color. I mean, obviously there's tons of artifacts you can play and anything that help you like make up for stuff, but I find they're really limited usually, and they just about always have to play to like a very specific kind of combo style. So green is almost always like big mana green, and then you dump out like a bunch of big creatures and win with that, and then black is big mana black, and then you eventually just like you drop all these like big X effects and win, like the Torment of Hailfire that I mentioned earlier. And then like white I guess it's just like mass tokens when you have tons of mana. Red doesn't really function very strongly as mono, but it's usually like a Kiki Jiki deck, and then that just combos really, really hard off of his ability. What color did I forget? Did I forget one? Oh, and mono blue's usually like just artifact stuff. Anyway, that's what I find. Or it's just like instance. It's just like watch me flash out of this stuff until I have all my infinite combo pieces, and then I win. Venzer. That's not ours. This has got to be the Breya's Venzer. Lots of people play bounce effects with Breya because you can just get more Thopters out of it. Maybe I'll do a Breya like blink deck. Maybe that's what I'll do. Listening to Cream now by the Wu-Tang Clan. Is taking my Grenzo? Really, you wiener? Dongle, and he milled two of our temples. It's completely absurd. I don't believe it. Can't believe it. Don't want to believe it. Know it or whatever. Words hard. Yeah, I think this guy's gonna win. I think that's our whip, or it's his. It's his apparently. Did he? What was our other X-Hug card that he played? That's ours. He's running the Geth so that he can play other people's stuff. Did I miss it? Am I daft? Oh wait. Oh, this is our whip. Okay, I just didn't say it earlier. Jerk. He's not attacking with Drana. He's attacking with Drana. That's a lot of mana. Is he gonna just ball on this guy's face right now or something? Rift. That's a big rift. Oh, our swamps tap for more, because it... Oh, because of extra planar lands. I was like, Cryptcast doesn't do that, otherwise it would have affected us earlier. We just want to make people sack stuff anyway. Because we don't have a graveyard, so it's not like we could really value off of Eternal Witness. He has to sack Drana or... Yeah, I'll redirect the damage to Venzer here. So we killed Venzer. Now he has to get rid of Drana or his agent. And then this also gets rid of Flithy Casual's God, our Eternal Witness, which we're fine with, and Breya. Instead of just bouncing them. And we'll take that. Oh yeah, Danny Boy's also just dead from the 2. Forgot about that. GG, Danny. He did what he could. Good riff, though. Oh, we got our things back! That's awesome. But we don't get the bonus from the extra planar lands now. Yeah, GG, cool deck. Had the best stuff. Wish I could have been more help. GG. That's fine. It just happens. This guy still has a ridiculous amount of mana up. Yeah, he's gonna crypt cast. Strionic Resonator. Is this an active ability? Triggered, okay. It's for copying Gonti. I was like, can he somehow copy this Cabal Coffers effect? I'd be super upset about that. You have enough mana. No more for you. Oh, we're lagging. Fliffy Casual's turn. I don't think this is going to be a win for us, but that's okay. Oh right, we still got our Eternal Witness back. I keep forgetting that Crackling Doom doesn't, it's not like a Fleshbag Marauder, it doesn't make everybody sack, it's just opponents. Anguish Stud making, nice. Nice, new use. Nice. Any reason why you didn't sack Breya? That would have kept you alive. Did he have mana up? Yeah, he could have paid to sacked his Thopters or Breya and drawn cards. Or sorry, not drawn cards. Gain 5 life. That's one of Breya's effects. Breya still here? Yeah. You gain 5 life, or you can get target creature gets -4/-4, or you can bolt a player to the face. That's why it's just such a strong card, because you benefit so hard from your stuff getting destroyed usually, because you just leave a couple mana up and you can always, like, it's obviously not ideal, but you just deal with it well, because you can kill somebody else's thing, or you can gain the life, or you can bolt someone. And then you can also abuse sack triggers and stuff like that. He might just not be responding because he just forgot about that, but whatever. Chord of Calling. We can get a 3-drop. What would we get? I think we maybe wait. Then we can get an Acidic Slime and destroy one of these Cabal Coffers. I'd be more okay with that. We got 6 mana. We can't whip and Grenzo, because Grenzo costs 2 red. We could Eternal Witness back the Crackling Doom. Maybe we just replay Vial Smasher. Yeah, I think we do that for now. So we can start throwing some damage around. The nice thing about Vial Smasher is he gets better the less people you're playing against. Because now instead of the damage being thrown between 3 targets, it's thrown between 2 targets. And then once it's just 1-on-1, it's just all the damage is thrown at 1 target. Rough Riders Anthem by DMX. Man, this is a great playlist. Well done, Spotify. It's called I Love My 90s Hip Hop, for those that want to know. He's going to play his Palace Siege again. Too bad you can't get your Crypt Gas back because it's gone forever. Unless he's got like a weird processor kind of effect. But that's unlikely. He's still got a butt ton of mana, but how are we going to play? Playing Gonti again. Targeting. I need to remember Return to the Ranks because I'm super going to forget about that. He's going to copy it with Strionic Resonator. Same targets? Same targets. He doesn't like my deck. It's probably because he doesn't want a Legion's Landing or little 3-drops or 2 power dudes. Temples. It's nice that you get to look at the top 4. If this was just like top card, it wouldn't be nearly as good. Because you get so many lands with it. I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, it's amazing he hasn't got any lands, but if he does have a land, it's just because he like either really needs one or he like somehow got 4 lands when he did it. So, and he doesn't really need land. He's got lots of mana. Zur. Yuck. Hey, jerk, that's your card. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So he's running the Zur as well, so he can tutor out other enchantments, but that's particularly not good in this guy's deck, because I'm sure he's got at least a Phyrexian Arena to tutor out. Solemn Simulacrum, he's going to go get a land, because that's what he needs. Oh, this is so brutal. Just has all the mana. So we can Cord next turn and get like an Avalanche Riders if we want, and blow up a Cabal Coffers. Does he have anything? A Decree of Pain. Stop it. Revel in Riches, Geth. What did he name cons again? Dragons. The beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2. Okay. I was gonna say, because we could like play Grenzo and Cord out like a Rex Sage to destroy Palace Siege. Let's see what this guy's gonna do. Karona is just gonna hit him. I guess it's not a bad idea. Kind of hoping this guy would play Stranic Resonator again so we'd get extra mana. So just calling it a now, but Vial Smasher is gonna kill Flinty Casual. I have really bad luck with that card, I don't doubt it. Sorry. But also not sorry if it does. I love this card because randomness. Yeah, that's what these guys are talking about. Is like it could be he could take all the damage and it could not get this guy, but we'll see how lucky he is, I guess. So the thing is, if he doesn't block here, he probably blocks with Solemn to draw a card. But if he doesn't block with Gonti, then we get it again and we just get to attack him with it. Yeah, he's just gonna trade with Gonti. Because now I can just play, next turn he can play Gonti again and copy the ability. Yay, land! And a red one, so we could Grenzo if we wanted. We could Mentor and Grenzo, draw a card. Mentor and Eternal Witness, draw a card. I think, yeah, we hold off on that. Or do we just Cord and destroy one of the Cabal Coffers? And attack with both the guys. Maybe we just do that. Let's do that. No, we don't want to convoke for 0. There we go. I guess we could have done it for an extra one with Vial Smasher, but we're going to attack with Vial Smasher and Avalanche Riders here. Unless we somehow find something better than Avalanche Riders. Solemn, no. Perf, no, yeah, not really. Oracle, There's a lot of good cards, but want to do Cabal just because life gain, but I'm going to do Avalanche Riders. I'll destroy his Cabal. Never attack this guy with both. So at least he's got a little bit less mana now. Yeah, that was kind of what we expected, but whatever. Hey, our Cord hit Goblins, so that's good. It didn't hit Flithy Casual. Right? It isn't my fault, guys. Probably gonna attack me. At least we got the whip to gain some life back. Not a lot, but oh, we could whip and we could use the whip to bring back Avalanche Riders and destroy other Cabal coffers. Ooh, I like that. I mean, that's a 2-turn play because we don't have nearly that much black, but if we drew a swamp and he plays extra planar lands, we will. But yeah, we can't declare blockers, so he's attacking this guy. Honestly, if we destroy that other Cabal coffers, he's gonna have a hard time playing Gonti anymore. Because it's actually, like, because he's blocked with it so many times, it's really expensive now. Yeah. Creepy Uncle Zur is my fave card. Can't believe you took him. There wasn't much else. Yeah, so he went and got an Underworld Connections. Oh, there's the Phyrexian Arena. I was gonna say, it's weird that he didn't get the Phyrexian Arena. I assumed he'd have one, but he does. Ah, Lash Wraith. That's a big boy. We might Eternal Witness and Crackling Doom next turn. It'll hurt Flithy, unfortunately, and it might hurt him again on the Eternal Witness, but we want to get rid of that term. Although I guess he can just equip Zur with it and attack next turn, but so maybe we hold it so we can use it at instant speed. He's gonna play a Thassa that he clearly stole from Flithy. So he gets to scry now too. Yuck. Agent of Erebos. Please don't. Not ours. Sweet. Finax. Wait, devotion checks owner's control. Huh. It does? No, it doesn't. Wait, yeah, he was wondering where the other blue came from, and it's Zur. Because he probably just looked at the 2 and was like, oh, I'm getting it from Trophy Mage, but he's not. An Ethomancer. We can wreck Flithy with a Necromancer. Or an Ethomancer. But we don't really want to do that. Hoping this hits goblins. Oh. I'm sorry, friend. He didn't take the core damage, at least. Oh, do I Avalanche Riders or Crackling Doom? Oh. I feel like if I don't take Crackling Doom, we just lose. Right? Yeah. I want to destroy that other Cabal Coffers. But, again, I think if we don't take this, he just equips Zur and we lose. Who's he? He's doing this to me? Take that! Oh, that was his act of defiance. Sending a message. Message received. Insane in the brain! I'm gonna move to next turn. And we're not gonna attack, because we probably need the blockers. I'm gonna mill you both 2 at a time. Yeah. This game's not over, but it's getting close. We're not in the greatest position, but it's not like we can't bring it back. If we're gonna Crackling Doom, that'll throw some damage at someone as well, because it'll be the first spell we cast this turn. Yeah, we take 2 damage from the Palace Siege. But if Flithy dies, he loses Zur, which we're okay with. Then he doesn't have flying, so we can chump block the Lash Wraith. So we're cool with that. And then we can play our whip and start getting in for damage again. Nirvana Revenant. Or Nirkana Revenant. Yeah, there's another massive black mana piece. And he's drawing cards every turn and getting Gonti stuff. I'd really like to whip out that Avalanche Riders and destroy the Cabal Coffers. Or draw like our Dust Dawn. I guess it wouldn't do that much right now. So it's unblockable, that's okay. We'll Crackling Doom it. I just hope the Crackling Doom doesn't kill Flithy, but there's a good chance it will. About a 50% chance it will. Greed. Crap. He's got a ton of life too. I don't know if we can win against that much card advantage. Yeah, there goes our Avalanche Rider. He's gonna draw a card off that swamp from the Underworld Connections. He just has so much card advantage on us and mana. There we go. Now it's combat, so he can't move the Lash Wraith. I guess if he's smart, though, he can. Oh no, I don't know if he's. Wait. Oh shit. If he's smart here, he can tap enough mana to make Drana have the highest power. So he sacks Drana, and we take the damage from the Germ. Let's see if he's smart enough. Don't kill him, please. Yay, we hit goblins. So they'll take 2, and then they have to sack. Yay! You didn't figure it out. Yeah, we're just getting attacked by the Zer. Can't block anyway. Bye, Filthy. You had decent stuff. Yeah, he's still dead. It's unfortunate, but... Wait, does the whip combo with Vial Smasher? I think it does. We're gonna always yield to grade because he can grade a lot. Expedition map, yuck. We can go get an Urborg now. Although it doesn't change a whole lot. Actually, we're okay with him getting an Urborg. It helps us fix black mana. Which isn't a huge deal right now, but... You got a Nykthos. Gross. Okay, so he had even more gigantic, high mana plays than we thought. It's just gonna greed up some more cards. Cryptolith, right? So I have, what, 3 mana left over? GG, Fluffy. We just lose next turn. Crap. I think this is the only way. Maybe it just won't notice. I really doubt that, though. Sorry, I was probably pretty quiet there because I was just thinking about lots of stuff. I think the whip works with Vial Smasher, so I think giving him lifelink makes it so that whenever he throws damage at someone, I gain that much life, because it's just... lifelink just works with damage. I don't think it's combat damage. Same with Death Touch, actually. Is that if he somehow could hit creatures, and he had Death Touch, any amount of damage that he would deal, because it's him doing the damage, right? Deals damage equal to spells converted mana cost. Oh, I wish I played that earlier then. I didn't even think about that interaction. Now I want to find more ways to exploit that. I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm not sure if that's how that works. Cage Sun! There's the other piece. That was one of the pieces we mentioned earlier. So he's just got everything to play as much black mana as possible. Yeah, it killed Vial Smasher, killed that, yeah. Drawn is a pretty strong card. Yep. Drawn I'd actually be a super strong commander to run with all these mana effects. So. GG. Oh, we got Funkmaster Flex. We're listening to Annie Up now. And this guy certainly did. That's game. Well, unfortunately the Munchkins have been taken down. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been the Commander Casual. If you liked the video, please leave a like on the video. If you have any comments on how I played, please let me know. I know I make lots of mistakes and stuff like that. I am a pretty casual player. If you want to see more of this content and stuff like this, I like try to do lots of unique decks and really interesting decks and stuff like that. Please subscribe. I will be posting more videos of the decks I've already done every once in a while, and I'll also be doing some new decks in the future. And yeah, just check out the rest of my channel if you want to look for more videos. Have a good one, guys.